This is KUGAN CASSIUS for from London. We are at the TKO gym here in Canning Town. With me, I've got the British and Commonwealth middleweight champion, Billy Joe Saunders. What's happening, Bill?
Not like, mate, just finished training, had a bit of food, chilling out, waiting for you. You're a bit late, but normally if someone's late, I'll just go, but being just you, I waited.
You didn't know what time I was coming here or if I was coming here, so how did you know I'm late?
Because this man here told us, you know, we're part of Box Nation, man, you know, he told us that you were late and just hang around for 5 minutes. Frank Buglioni's very upset with you. He's got business meetings to go to, and you've potentially messed it up for him.
Well, you got to buy all scrub or something.
I'll go and buy a bit of horse food, dog food, clean the stables out. It's part of training, KUGAN.
You're not actually a proper gypsy anymore, are you? You've actually moved into a house.
No, not yet. I ain't moved into a house. I've bought an house and just...
Why haven't you moved into it yet?
Because I'm just doing little things what I want doing. I've got to make it look more gypsy-fied first.
How do you gypsify a house?
That's what I'm saying. I want to bring the gypsy into the house.
Right.
So, and I've got to make, you know, just a few little things. So when you drive past, you think, oh yeah.
What do fellow travellers think of you actually moving into being a bit of a gorger?
They don't think a lot of it, to be honest. Most of them don't really know KUGAN at the minute. Don't know how you know, but you seem...
I know, because you told me on the phone the other day.
Oh yeah, I did tell you, didn't I? Yeah. You keep torturing me, ringing me up 24/7 for autographs, and can I come round with cups of tea and that?
Autographs?
Yeah.
You don't read all right, so how's that going to work?
Can you sign my forehead? You keep ringing me up in T-shirts and things all the time. I'll get the stick off you. Nah, so I might be moving in at KUG, but at the minute I'm just looking the best way to earn a few quid out of it.
Don't blame you. Less than 2 weeks away, defence of your British title against John Ryder. Fight's come up, it was announced a while ago now, so you're obviously ready for it now, aren't you? Less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah, I mean, ready as I'll ever be. You know, you're as good as your last performance. My last performance, I had a win. His last performance, he had a win. So a few people was backing him, a few people was backing me. They say I'm the favourite. But obviously, being champion, you are going to be the favourite, aren't you? So, but it's nothing for me to take him lightly. I've took him. He's the hardest, one of the hardest person I've boxed up to date. So I've left nothing unturned, and when 21st comes, I'll be 100% ready.
You are a favourite in this fight, but is there any chance or any possibility of you overlooking him?
Never. I mean, they said that about Spike O'Sullivan. When people say that to me, it's just like, I don't know, it's just a thing tried and set on me, and I have to say, you know, I know at this level you can't. I've had me learning fights with Nick Blackwell and Gary Bolden. That, you know, they're big learning fights in my career. You know, I know you can't overlook anybody. Perhaps I overlooked Bolden a little bit, coming through being young, you know, and not knowing the game properly. You know, perhaps I wanted the British title more than what I wanted to beat Nick Blackwell that night. You know, but there's still all chances for him out there. You know, he's fighting for a European title, so maybe we can do that again out of this. I'm good friends with him still after, so it wouldn't be hard. And you know, when people saying I was overlooking Spike because I had John Ryder in my sights, it's just not the case. I've had back-to-back training camps, and I'm ready to go.
Gary O'Sullivan was touted as before your fight as your toughest test to date, with him being undefeated. How did that fight in your eyes turn out? Because you know you seem to won the majority of the rounds and showed your class. Yeah,
I mean, I think I won every round on that fight. You know, you get people saying I was overlooking him, but you know, it's all bullshit. Never would overlook a fight. I know, because in boxing's a funny game. You know what I mean? You'll be up 1 minute and down the next, and so that's all I know at the minute, and that's the way I want to keep it. And I know the way I'm going to keep it is hard work.
I think this is your second defence of the British belt. If you was to successfully defend it, and then again, would you think about possibly then vacating it to fight for something else, maybe a European title?
No, I'm not going to vacate until I win it outright. You know, I've told Frank that. Frank knows, and I think everybody knows around me that's an important belt for me to win outright, and that's what I want to be doing, winning that outright. I mean, not a lot of people's done it. You know, Frankie Gavin's going to do it on the 21st, have that bet outright, and I think this is something I like to put to bed, keep that, and you know, leave. I know that's at home then, and then I can move on and concentrate on bigger things.
In your weight category, Darren Barker won the IBF middleweight title against Daniel Gill. How did you assess that fight?
Yeah, I think he you know, he showed true grit, didn't he? Like a fighter has, and he come through with a good victory in the end. I think he was a clear winner for me anyway, and you know, when he got off the floor and that, you just knew that he had it won, because the fight that got off that floor, that body shot, he was determined, and it just showed how determined he was to come through and get the win, and he done very, very well. Hats off to him.
Would you take a fight against Peter Quillin now?
Listen, I'd take a fight against anybody now. Frank Ryan rang me and said, you know, please all goes well 21st, and he rings me and said, you got a world champion, Sergio Martinez, and I'd jump at the chance, anybody. And I think any fighter would, it's in their nature, isn't it? But like I say, it's one thing you can't beat, and that's time. And, you know, I think at the right time, and I'll take certain fights.
I see you the other day on Twitter bickering with Chris Eubank Jr. That's been ongoing for a while. I know you've had your thing to say about Chris Eubank before, but what started all that off again?
I didn't really start it off. I think he mentioned that with you, I think, KUGAN. That he said he knocked me out in 4 or 5 rounds. I don't know if you got him to say that or anything, because it's the biggest joke in boxing, really, because he's not even British level, is he, really? He's shit. He is shit, and that's the end of it. I mean, I can't describe in any other word but shit. Every time I think of shit, I think Chris Eubank. You know what I mean? When I'm having a shit, I think Chris Eubank. He's terrible. He is shit. You know, if he went 6 rounds with me, I promise, I'm a Christian now. If he went 6 rounds to me, I'm not. When you mentioned to him, what do you think about me? He had that little gay look in his eye. That, yeah, I'll stop him. And he was looking at the floor enough to say, I'm lying to you, KUGAN. I'm talking to you, mate. But I'm looking in your eye, and I'll tell him, if I went 6 rounds with him, I'll give up boxing. He's terrible. He is shit. You know he's shit as well.
You say you're going to give up boxing just before every fight if you lose the fight. So if it does happen,
what I'm saying is that
I know what you're saying.
No disrespect to John Ryder. No disrespect to disrespect to Chris Eubank. That's the only one, yeah. But I'm not in it to be British champion, and in it to be Commonwealth champion and European. I'm in it to be world champion. And if I can't beat British fighters comfortably the way I am now, and I believe I can do it, I'm not being arrogant or cocky, I'm just confident that I know I can do it. If I can't beat them at this level, I haven't got a chance at world level. And I know that at this level there's nobody in this country to touch me, and I know that.
Do you think probably a fight with you and Chris Eubank is probably unlikely to ever materialise?
Well, listen, there's no more unlikely a fight what would have happened to me and John Ryder, you know, Eddie Earn and Frank Wine. So, you know, they got together and, you know, went to purse bids and it happened. So I can't see why not. Everybody hates Chris Eubank Jr. He buys followers on Twitter. He's the saddest Jew. You buy Twitter.
I don't buy Twitter followers. I can't speak for Chris Eubank Jr. I don't know if he has or not. And I can't speak for you. I don't know whether you have or not, Bill, to be honest.
Listen.
But I definitely don't buy them.
People know that they're that genuine. They follow me because I'm a nice person. I try to be nice anyway. But people buy his followers. That's sad, isn't it? To be honest.
Well, it is, yeah, obviously.
Well, how many followers you got?
18.1.
Yeah, you bought followers, 100%.
Have I bought followers?
You have. I think you have bought followers. You got dead the same followers as me. How can you have dead the same followers as me? And you're KUGAN.
If you can prove it, I'll give you my Cooney cart.
Yeah, but I can't prove it, so I can't have your KUGAN cart. Your Cooney cart, rather. And where'd you get it from?
Can't say.
Tommy.
And I got a Bailey's trolley as well, sitting in the garden.
Tell me where you live, it won't be sitting there anymore.
Got blackface written right across it. It has. It has. It genuinely has. It's spray painted across it, blackface. That's what they call me, isn't it? That's what the travellers call me, obviously, isn't it?
Uber. Uber that on there.
I don't know. I come home and they spray paint nicely, yeah.
That's graffiti, though. I bet there's a little picture of a black face on it.
It's been painted on it. Not graffiti, it's been painted on it.
Now, listen, that is potentially worth more money.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Having blackface on it, especially with you driving it. Definitely. They know it is coming down the road.
What are you doing for the rest of the day?
I'm going to go home, KUGAN now, chill out for a nice hour, go for me run. Got a hard run coming up tonight, and get ready for my last sparring session on Wednesday. Then it's all winding down, tapering down for fight night, really. And I think it's going to be, you know, there's some good fights on there. You've got Frank Buglioni, Frankie Gavin, Derek Zora, me, Little Mitchell Smith. You know, they are a good handful of fighters on there. You know, what I just named off the top of my head was quality fighters.
All right, then. Well, have you got anything else to say before I let you go on with the rest of your day?
You know, thanks for coming, even though you're late, and that's about it, really, mate. Just going to go home, back to Hatfield, and be a gorger.
Where's your brother at?
Tom is at a car auction today, believe it or not. At the drop into a train station. He's just staggering about, just being a lurcher, what he is.
Fair enough. I'm not going to comment. I like you, brother. Maybe a little bit more than you.
You like him. I think he can be a penis sometimes. A lot of people might think he's a penis as well. Bit of a bully. Tries to bully me sometimes. I have to chase him with a bat or try to run him over. And we're sweet now.
Standard, yeah.
Standard, yeah. And that happens every day between me and him. I won't get on fighting because I've got a fight coming up, but I'll just hit him with a bat or something.
And just quickly, final word, Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil. Arsenal.
Well, I think that was very lucky to sign him.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that he's a big change to the team. I'm pleased. I'll rather have him than Suarez. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd rather have him.
Am I right to believe that he put England out of the World Cup? Or he had some sort of say in it when we played them a few years back? Not this year, obviously. I think it was the World Cup before. I think he did. He scored.
I can't remember when we lost 4-2.
Yeah, I think he was part of that thrashing. So coming to Arsenal could be a good move, can't it?
All right, Billy Joe Saunders, thank you very much for talking to us, and we'll look forward to seeing you and John Ryder 21st of September.
Thank you, top man.
Thank you very much.